Welcome to the Bogart Podcast, Season 2, Episode 8. I'm Evan Bogart. With me is my co-host, David Parshall, and we got a show for you today. This is going to be a long one. Get your popcorn out. Get your beverage of choice out. And, a lot has happened. A lot has happened within, I think it was May 21st or 27th until now. It was that like a week?
I don't know. It's a fun bunch of days. It's not like a month, right? A month?
No. Well, today is the 11th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended on the 27th, so...
Was it the 27th?
Yeah, it was... Well, that's when I made the post about not doing another podcast until mid-August. So, with that being said, a lot of things just piled on my shoulders at once. This is going to not sound so great of a podcast. It's just me spilling my heart, but so let's see. With the house, during that time where I made that post, the people that made the offer like demanded a shitload of stuff. They wanted the title for the trailer. They wanted and they didn't want to pay the fee to make an offer. I think it's like $500 or something like that.
God damn.
So they were hesitant, and then I was just frustrated with that. Like, just straight up was like, what the fuck? So, and then on top of that, the video editing software that I had, the free trial expired. I didn't
cheap bastard.
Yeah, I'm a cheap bastard. It expired, and I looked up how much it was, and it was like $300, and I'm like, I don't have that kind of cash.
Yeah, but it's good for 6 years.
Yeah, but I was frustrated about that.
You don't have that kind of money because you've been, buying electric bicycles, buying sheds, buying 2 computers.
Well, so I didn't have
wearing
the money.
Basketball jerseys.
And then
not shaving your armpits.
Yeah, no, my armpits are getting pretty hairy. But I was just down about that. It was just like, holy shit, I can't pay the $300 to get this software. And so I was like, damn. So I mean, and then then I was just, for the last probably month and a half, I haven't been happy with my job. I haven't. It's just been, every day I go to work, I'm miserable. I bring it home from work. I'm just miserable all the time. So I was like,
so what are you gonna do about it?
Well, not
like I already know.
Yeah. I decided to.
He got fired, people.
No, I didn't.
He got fired. He got caught dipping his ink in the company pen.
So no,
and he got fired.
What happened was
he started a fight with some of the employees, bare knuckle brawling,
bum fight
and
style.
He got fired.
No, so I don't really want to get too much into it, but I just didn't agree with some of my coworkers. Like their worth ethic. I didn't.
Work ethic.
Yeah, and so it just felt like I was putting my 110% into the job, and these people that are probably getting paid more than me are putting in like 40 to 30%. So it's frustrating. It really is, because it's a good job. I get 40 hours a week, and I can get overtime if I want. But it's just, when I put so much into it, and don't feel the same way getting it back, it's kind of frustrating. It really is. It is. So I went out.
So what are you going to do about it?
So I uploaded my resume to Indeed, and I applied for some jobs, and this company called me and offered me a job, and I accepted it.
Great. When do you start?
I start June 22nd. My last day at the hospital is on the 21st. So,
no break in between.
no breaks. I'm gonna go all out. But you know what? With this job though, which is nice, is that I work Monday through Friday. I have the weekends off. I have holidays off. It's just with a peace of mind. I wanted a Monday through Friday job. I didn't want to work weekends. I didn't want to work holidays, because with the hospital, I work every other weekend and I work every other holiday, and it's just
people gotta die at the hospital, so they're always open.
Yeah, it's always open, and but so
people always gotta die.
Yeah, so and then it's just, and the other thing too is that the working in the nursing home all the time kind of wears down on you. You get attached to these people, and then they end up getting really
next day they're dead.
Yeah, they get sick, or you hear about it and they passed away. So it's rough, and and it was just time for a change. It's time for a new place. I stopped drinking, so, and
you did? Congratulations.
Yes. So yeah, it's time for a new change. It really is. And I and then with all that stuff happening and stuff like that, like I don't know if it was my depression, but I panicked. I really did. And so I was like, you know what? I don't feel like making people laugh right now. I don't feel like entertaining people. So I'm going to take it on the back burner. And then when I made that post, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell Nate.
Who?
And Nate Tooley.
Who's that?
Well, he's our new co-host, but he was busy today. He said he couldn't do a podcast today. So I was like, oh,
what a schmuck.
I saw
he was telling me, he's like, yeah, he didn't even text me back. Like, what did he say to you? I don't remember what he said that you said. Oh, that you're doing a podcast on Sunday.
Yeah.
So he's probably got, prior commitments, being a family man.
Yeah.
So fuck him.
So, I saw his Instagram post. He looked like he was doing something with his family and stuff like that. So, hey, he'll be on again, It's just, yeah, so, I mean...
So, when you move into a new place?
August 3rd.
Oh, cool. August 3rd? That's the day after my wife's birthday.
Yep, August 3rd. Yeah, so the people came today that made the offer, and they asked me a couple questions.
What kind of questions did they ask?
He wanted to know the lot lines, where it splits between the different lots.
You're like, listen, bro, we don't own the lots, all right? The park owns the lots.
Yeah.
You see where I mow? This is what you got.
Yeah. So we talked about that. He wanted to see in the shed, and he's like, dude, this is awesome, because it's insulated, drywall, light switch. He's like, dude, this is awesome. And
but none of it's hooked up, right?
Well, no, you take an extension cord and
that's the most ghetto thing ever.
It is, but I'm
sure he can run electric to it.
So yeah, so he asked me about that. He asked me about my neighbors and whatnot. So,
and what'd you tell him? That the guy on the left is a drug dealer and the guy on the right's got a handicapped son.
Yeah, I told him I didn't know much about the neighbor next to the right of me. If you're looking at
the drug dealer.
Yeah. So
and then Tony, he's a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And
so
we're gonna call the fuzz on him.
Yeah, and and he was happy. And then one of the lady that asked if they can have just a small kiddie pool, and I'm like, yeah, that people in the park have it.
I don't know. You'll have to ask the park.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So I mean, it's things, with these people cooperating with my realtor aunt, things are looking great now. I mean, so with the
So
new
you guys got any open houses or anything?
No, we decided not to. We were gonna have one this coming up weekend, so the next weekend.
So you're having one next weekend?
No, we decided not to have it.
Oh,
I
was gonna go and be like, this place is exquisite. I would like to make an offer, hoping that there's a lot more people there. Like, oh man, we better hurry up and make an offer.
Yeah,
Start bidding more.
So we're focusing on the people that made the offer now, and there's another guy that's really interested that's been messaging Laura, and so we're just gonna focus on those two.
Are you like telling her, please contact the realtor?
Yeah, we said.
Do you still have it posted on the Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah.
You should just mark on there, like, hit the pending button. So,
Yeah.
the pending.
Pending.
See if it gets people excited. It's like, oh man, I gotta make an offer.
Yeah.
Or not. See
So
what happens.
when they made the offer, of how much they wanted, I didn't know that my aunt increased the price of the trailer, and so Laura's like, why is it this much now? It's so much more. And I'm like, I'm not really sure.
That's not how it went. I said, hey man, why'd you up the price on the trailer? And you didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, so yeah, well, that too. And Laura told me, and I was like, I don't know why this is up there. So then I talked to my realtor aunt, and that's how much they offered. So I signed the offer.
You're gonna accept it?
No, it just I'm accepting that offer to.
Oh, you accepted it?
So when you get an offer, you can be like, hey, I'm not going to take this offer, or we're not taking any offers until the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I had to sign saying that, like, these people made an offer.
Oh, okay. You're acknowledging their
that
offer.
they made the offer, and I acknowledged the number and stuff like that. So
And you're gonna counter offer
I'm
a
not.
smidge, just a smidge more.
No, this is a good offer.
No, it's not. It's terrible. Sorry, I farted. Usually, best I can do is this price.
Mm-hmm.
You slide it over, face down over the table, and they look at it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's a fair offer. I really do. It's like $6,000 more. So.
Well, hopefully there's a guy that offers more.
Yeah, I'm hoping that too. And then they started bidding more. And
I'm sure your aunt's be like, yeah, we got multiple offers, so we get them all in on the 26th.
Yeah. So, but things are looking on the upwards, and then we talked the other night or the other day, and I was like, I want to start doing podcasts again. I want to start, just doing things that make me happy, And one of the things is that when I stopped doing the podcast, when I made that post and we stopped, I was miserable. I was just a mess. I really was. So, but
yeah, I mean, look at you. You haven't shaved in a day.
Yeah, no. So, I'm trying not to destroy the bathroom shaving, because when I grow it out and then use the trimmers to trim off the big beard, it leaves a mess in the bathroom. So, even though I like wipe it down and everything, there's just like a couple little hairs and stuff like that, and it's just a pain in the ass. So I grew it out. Tomorrow I'm cutting my hair and cutting my beard and
Cutting your hair? You don't have any hair.
I know, but I mean, I do have.
Do you ever not wear a hat when you're doing these?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do people know that you're super bald?
Yeah. No, in the past podcast, I remember I never wore a hat, and then I started wearing hats. What's good about the job I'm going to now is that I can start wearing a hat again. There's no really dress code, but you can't wear anything provocative or whatever. And
why? It gets the people going.
Yeah, really. They want to see my skinny arms and, but no, he's a cool dude, the new boss. Yeah, they're young. They're really young. They're probably maybe a little bit older than me. Not too much though. I guess him and his friend started the business, and it was just a room with product, and then now they have like 15 employees. So I'm just
kill.
I'm just happy that I'm just gonna get a fresh start, a fresh everything. But
then you just gotta take care of a couple other things.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what's funny about the new job is it starts at 8 and it ends I think the day ends at 4:30. So with that being said, Laura has to be at work at 6. So I'm like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? So I was like thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder how e-bikes are these days, and so I did some research, and I'm like, damn, these things go fast. These things are crazy. Like they're not like they used to be when I looked them up a long time ago. These things go 30 miles an hour, and if you're going downhill, they can go up to like 60. So it's so I made the decision to buy one. So I bought one, but I was like, well, before I bought it, I'm like, $1,300. I don't think I can afford it.
Yeah,
but
no wonder you can't afford the editing software. Buying this bike.
But you told me to look into payment options.
Yeah.
And so I applied to something that Amazon had, and I got approved. And
great.
So I bought
with 40% APR.
Well,
oh my God, is it?
No.
Okay,
no.
It's like God, because that's like ridiculously.
No.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and so I bought the bike. I bought a GPS thing for it, so if it gets stolen, I know where it is. I'm just gonna hide it underneath the seat.
No, now we know where to look when we go and jack it.
Come jack my e-bike. But
I saw. I'll tell you offline of where you should put it.
Okay.
So these people aren't looking for your bike.
Yeah.
To steal it. Well, we're not going to tell you where you're going to work and where you're going to be working.
I'm not going to say where I'm working or anything. But what else did I buy? Oh, I bought this like fancy phone holder that it's like waterproof and stuff like that, so I can just go down the road and click my bike and listen to my tunes. What else did I buy? I bought a tire lock, so they can't ride off of it. So, and that has like a key to it, because $1,300. If that bike gets stolen, I'm gonna be super fucking pissed. That would suck.
So
but,
you know how you say you don't want one that looks like a dirt bike or something, So there's I can't remember what the name of the place is. So it's right on 332, next to Pudgy's Pizza. There's a car, like a 15-minute oil change place.
Yeah.
And I believe that somebody that works there has an electric bicycle that looks like the dirt bikes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we've been by like so many times this weekend, and he just like hangs out by a light pole. He probably chains it up to it, but yeah. I'm like, oh, that's what everything's right there.
Yeah, and the other thing too is when I just asked my new boss. I was like,
it's like, hey man, you get up and park my bike.
Yeah. So I was like,
I drive a Harley.
Yeah, I was like, funny question, but I have an electric bike, and where can I put it in the new job? And he's like, oh, we could just put it by the dock where no one can get access to it and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. So, but yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna do probably on. I'm trying to think. It comes Friday, and I'm gonna probably bring it in Saturday to the bike shop because you told me to get it professionally put together. So if it won't get fucked up. So Saturday I'll probably bring it in, and I'll probably bring my Specialized Vegas, my old BMX bike when I was, I want to say
12.
No.
13.
Yeah, I was 13 when I got that bike, and I kind of want it. So let's say I, want to stop over at your place. I just ride my bike down. But I want to get that fixed again and get that going and have that bike again. So yeah. So
yeah, we used to have bicycles.
Yeah.
Then they got stolen.
Yep.
Fucking pricks.
We met, or you mentioned that on the previous podcast. So
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just it was just overwhelming. So I mean,
so are you gonna have any yard sales or anything?
No, we don't have anything that probably people want. I was thinking about selling my DVDs because you could get everything on streaming services now. I was thinking about just bundling DVDs on Facebook Market and then selling them. But that just take up time, and then when the person's like, "Oh, I'm interested in this," you got to dig through it and grab that. So I'm just gonna keep them, and I don't really have anything that people want. I really don't. Most of the stuff that I had that I can't bring with me, or because I had the portable dishwasher, but we have a new dishwasher at our place, so I sold it. It took a little hit, but sold that. I sold a grill. Sold that. I'm gonna keep the fire pit. I posted it on Facebook Market, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna maybe once a blue moon take it out to the back patio and have a fire. I don't think anyone will bother us, and if we do, I'll just be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, I mean, and then what else did I sell? I can't remember. We had so much stuff on Facebook Market. But yeah, so I mean, we're just getting ready. I threw out so much stuff of mine, and just stuff I don't use anymore, stuff that it's just collecting dust, but nothing of valuable though.
Have you gone through your clothes yet?
Yes, I went through my clothes a while back. But I just threw away stuff that I don't wear anymore, or because I lost a lot of weight, and some of the stuff that I had was just way too baggy.
For big fat fatties.
Yeah. I threw away my very baggy jeans, threw those away, got skinny jeans, and
excuse me.
But yeah, it's just we're just dwindling down things that we don't need anymore. But a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to bring a microwave. We don't have to bring the ice maker.
We got a microwave here. Yeah. You gonna sell it?
What?
The ice maker?
No, we're gonna give that to Laura's mom.
Or you can put it into the garage when it becomes the bar. You can have fresh ice in the bar.
Yeah. So we were looking at the floor plan of the new place. And we're going to have the dog's room upstairs, but I was like, you know what? They're just going to destroy it, and we're going to get in trouble. So what we're going to make that room into is a podcast room. We're going to make it a podcast room. We're not going to let the dogs in it. And then we're going to put the dogs, while we're not home, in between the walkway, the entranceway there, that little hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Put a really sturdy gate up, and then have the dogs in there. So, but yeah, It's because we're just afraid if we put them in the room, they're gonna rip the carpet. Or well, Mattie, Lucy's fine. Lucy's perfectly fine when we're gone, but it's just Mattie. She gets that separation anxiety. I'm gonna invest in CBD, like very high quality CBD.
You should just send her back to the glue factory.
Yeah. I was looking to see if we can take her to a doggy boot camp. It's a 2-week program where they keep your dog. They retrain her on everything. They to sit, to walk, to food matters, to people matters, to other dog matters. Just kind of get her in the right path. So when we leave, she doesn't go absolutely ape shit. But it's expensive.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
And so I'm like just sleeping on it. I'm just like, maybe we'll do it, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. So with that being said, I think that's it that's been happening to me. So
all right, well, I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, see you guys next time on the Bogart Podcast. So how was your time off? Or, well, my time off, and you had to suffer, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Just, I had to go into work.
Yeah.
Last weekend. Was it last weekend? I had a mohawk for that holiday, that holiday that we had.
Yeah.
And then it was like the first weekend in June. I went into work, but so like I haven't been fully gained at the new place. So like I had like no reason to be there, but the dude was like, "Yeah, just come in and we'll get you squared away." But squared away, they did not get me. So I didn't even go in the next day. And yeah, so I like had Harper shave off the mohawk because she's like, "I want to do it." I'm like, okay. And then I just went over it a couple times, and yeah, so that was about it. The Syracuse NRC, or NOSC, whatever you want to call it, has been closed down, and it's transferring into the Marine Corps Preserve. People are going to use it.
Okay.
And so like when I went in, I said, "Hey, what's the hot goss? Who's banging who? Who's getting divorced or whatever?" Mm-hmm. And like, well, the dude was like, "Well, Syracuse got shut down, so we got a lot of those people over here. So there's like a lot of people. Like, oh wow, that's crazy." My estranged little brother, he got transferred to the Buffalo one.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see him on that one day that I went in, and that's about it. Really, with work. Oh, that work, I guess you could say. Supposed to be going on my annual training thing
for 2 weeks, right?
On Monday, not tomorrow, but the following one, and so just like my shit keeps on getting kicked back. You would think they would just tell me all the things that I need to put in and this stuff before I sign it, but no, they're like, "Oh, we need this," so boom, denied. "Oh, we need this," boom, denied. "Oh, we need this," boom, denied. So like I have everything in, and it shouldn't get denied, I think.
Okay.
However, was it like Friday? They came out in this stupid text chat thingy that they have. They're like, "Oh, here's the plan for the thing." They call it a welcome aboard package, but it's not a welcome aboard package. It's what to expect during this. This is the routine for the 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it has it to the 1st of July, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then there's this one stupid dude who's like, "Why am I getting a lot of things about people, like their orders are for the 18th through the 30th? So like their travel day is supposed to be the 19th through the 30th is what everyone was told, but like somehow some people are still fucking everything up."
Mm-hmm.
And, the leadership doesn't tell us that it's, going to the 1st. So now everybody's got to like do everything over with the correct dates. But they're like, "Oh, nope, we're gonna do this later after it's already started because, we're so close and all this stuff." So yeah, just dealing with that all weekend. and all weekend, mostly today. We went to did we go to a bunch? There's like, so Jessica, she's not a native New Yorker like we are, right? And she's like, why are there so many garage sales and yard sales? I'm like, yeah, that's what we do in the springtime.
Yeah.
Right?
When the weather gets nice, you pull out your crap and hope for the best dollar.
Yeah, so when we first moved in this awesome neighborhood, there's like some townhomes down the street that aren't part of this, right? I'll show you when you move in. We start working on your 5K readiness. So there was a person having an estate sale. So we went there. We picked up a couple things. One of them, which was like a pretty decent score, was a cast iron enamel plated Dutch oven or crock pot, whatever you want to call it. Not a crock pot because, you don't plug it in, but maybe it's a crock pot. I don't know. So we got that for like, I don't know, was it like $5 or something?
Oh, nice. Now, is this
unfortunately, it's got like a big chip in it, but that's all right.
Now, was this estate sale someone that died or someone moving?
I don't know. We didn't really ask. Usually when it's an estate sale, someone passed away. But yeah, it's just like, it was an old person and they had shitty old stuff and nothing good. So that was when we first moved in. And so yesterday, like the week before, I made an appointment to get the missus's first car serviced because it needed its service for that big trip that we were just on. So we went in and, she dropped it off and she's going to hang around and make phone calls all day, but the service was terrible there. So she's like, yeah, can you come pick me up? I'm like, yep. So, I'm not going to tell what kind of car we drive, where we had it serviced, but it may or may not be right across the street from the future Bogart employment place.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like, oh, this is the route that Evan's going to take every day.
Well,
and so then there's like a shit ton of yard sales. So we stopped at like a couple when we're in the market for like a bookcase or like some kind of shelving unit thing that we can put, because we have our we hung up the TV on the wall, and we got these 2 stools from Walmart, I think, and that's what we have our TV box and our Xbox on. And
nice.
Using them at the breakfast bar. So we're looking for something to put that on. So we went to a bunch of yard sales yesterday, and it's just all old people shit, and it's just
that's what it usually is.
It's just shit, and it's like nothing that we're looking for.
Yeah, it's just people. They think like a little like trinket, and then they put $5 on it, and it's like, dude, this is just trash.
No, the prices weren't bad. There were like a bunch of European brand like beer glasses,
Okay.
and they all had like little like certificate of authenticity in it, and that was like the only cool things that I saw. But I didn't need it because I got enough beer drinking apparatuses. But yeah, and we also went to the library a lot. They had a book sale yesterday.
Okay.
And it was like $1 a book, or like 50 cents a book, or whatever, or $5, and you sell a bag.
Okay.
Right. So what you were saying, anything about selling your DVDs, there's this one schmuck there who had like, these 2 huge grocery bags full of all the Blu-ray DVDs.
Oh,
man, I didn't even get to look. But yeah, he probably got like 100 of them for $5.
Yeah.
Left all the shitty ones. But
yeah. He's probably just buying them and reselling them.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I mean, what was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, that's what people do. They buy, like, they'll buy a bunch of things at garage sales, then take them or put them on eBay, and they'll sit on them for a while, and that's their business. It's just keep the garage filled with like crap that they pick up at yard sales, and then once in a while they'll sell, and then they ship them out.
Yeah.
A long time ago, I bought a GameCube, and I bought it at GameStop for like $50 when they weren't popular. And when I sold it, I sold it for almost $200 because the popularity of the GameCube went up.
Yep.
And people were like buying them, and I never played it. And then I bought a Wii, and I had that hockey game that we always played when we were
NHL hits.
Yeah,
Right. 99 or something, or
yeah,
2000.
something like, I think it was 99. But I can play that on my Wii now. I just had to buy the GameCube controllers. So I mean, I purposely, well, I didn't purposely, well, I don't know. But anyways, I put all these games together for the seller, and and then when I gave it to him and sold them, he took the game system, I took the cash, and then when I got home, I see a GameCube disc on my thing. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't give him a game, and it was the NHL hits. I'm like, all right, man, that's a sign from above saying not to get rid of it. So I was like, okay, I'll keep it. So, but yeah, I mean, it's garage sales are tricky. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So I bought a beer sign from Facebook Market. It was the Samuel Adams beer sign. I bought it for I think $80, and I sold it for $100. I never used the spare bedroom anymore, and we had to have a dog's room. So I was like, I'll sell it. And when I put it on Facebook Market, it sold so quick.
Awesome.
I had 3 people interested, and one guy's like, I'm coming out today. And that was a time where we had a crazy storm. It was like you got like a booger or something hanging on your chin. I spit a little bit. It was a crazy storm that happened. And literally we lost power. It was like a tornado warning, and it was just the most craziest weather. And here comes this guy in a pickup truck, and he's like, it was downpouring. He's like, oh man, I'm here to pick up the beer sign. And I was like, all right, man, I mean, be safe out there. I mean, it is crazy right now. And that day we ended up going to Laura's mom's house because we didn't have any power, I think, and it was just crazy. And we didn't know if a tree was going to fall on our trailer, and so we played it safe and went to her apartment complex. So, but yeah, I mean, we stayed the night there, but yeah, that was the most craziest storm. I remember that. I don't think it had a name of the storm like they have like hurricanes and shit like that, but it was a crazy storm.
Yeah. Cool.
Speaking of that, what about that Canadian smoke?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
So I was in the nursing home, and people were talking about it, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Canadian forest fire smoke or some shit. And then when I got out of work, I'm like, why is it so fucking weird out? It's like, and all I could smell is like campfire smoke, and I'm like,
who's barbecuing out here?
I'm like, what is going on? And then I put the two together. I'm like, oh, it must be a wildfire from Canada. And so
those crazy Canucks.
Yeah, it was just absolutely nuts. And was it that big of a fire, a forest fire?
I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
remember hearing something on the news. There was like 140 fires going on or something up there. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. It was crazy though.
Yeah, it was crazy.
New York City got it real bad. They got it.
When you told me that like New York City's got the worst, I remember like earlier that day, or maybe the day before, I was reading that Rochester has the worst air quality in the world right now.
Yeah. Well, they said that New York City already had a bad air quality already because of all the, it's a big city. And so, but when the Canadian smoke got it there, it was, you couldn't go outside. Like they told you to stay inside. And if you were outside for, I think, like 20 minutes to a half hour, it's like smoking 6 cigarettes. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
Yep. Was it like Wednesday or Thursday? I didn't even leave the house.
Yeah. Fortunately, I had to go to work, but
Yeah.
and then they were telling all the telling the workers on the nursing home floors that all the residents' rooms windows need to be shut. Like, this is it's not a question, you have to do it. So they were going around doing that, and then they're watching it on the news and stuff like that, and it was bad. It was really bad.
And so yeah, what you just said there, like the nursing homes rooms need to be shut. So it reminded me of something from Breaking Bad when when they took care of that fried chicken dude, right? So I finished it.
Oh, you did? Breaking Bad?
Finished the Breaking Bad. I didn't watch the movie El Camino yet.
El Camino, yeah.
I haven't watched that yet, but I finished the series. And no longer mooching Netflix off an old buddy because, they're cracking down on the old US. And Harper wanted to watch something. So I'm like, yeah, I'll see if it works. Because, like, the last time that I watched something I can't remember what we were watching. It was like, oh, God, it's like asking me to verify stuff. I'm like, I was going to do it later. And so it's been like weeks in between watching something on Netflix. But went to go try it the other day, and it's like, this TV is not part of this household.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to have to get my own Netflix account again.
Yeah.
Fucking pricks.
Yeah. The fucking, I pay $15.99 for Netflix, and there's always nothing on.
Well, there's a movie coming out this week, I think it is. Extraction 2. Still extracting. The first Extraction was pretty good. It's got Chris Hemsworth in it, where he's was he a bounty hunter or whatever? But, he goes and rescues this kid, right? It's lots of action. It's awesome.
Lots of action.
Yeah,
What was it? So I was going to cancel my HBO Max, and then they had a trailer for The Righteous Gemstones. I love that show. It has Danny McBride in it. It has the dude from Workaholics, the black hair one. Oh, I can't remember his name. I don't know. But anyways,
Adam Devine?
I think so, yeah, Adam Devine.
Or Blake Anderson?
No.
He's got the one with the crazy hair. Or, what is his name? Anders?
No, I think it was
Anders?
Adam.
It's a hard on.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways,
whatever his name is, Durs, as they call him.
But it's such a funny show. It's about these like religious, basically, those super churches or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's about that and how they run them, but it's just a really funny comedy. We watched it. I watched it, and I was like, this is probably going to be really stupid, but it was actually like fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
a lot of swearing, a lot of nudity, and
my favorite things.
So, but so I was gonna cancel HBO Max. I didn't. Hulu has a lot of good stuff. But it's
pretty soon you're gonna be having cable TV included in your.
Well, I have cable TV now.
Well, like with a lot more channels, like.
Oh yeah.
900 something channels, and there's nothing ever beyond.
Yeah, I have 10 channels. I pay for like the basic cable. Actually, not even basic. You just pick 10 channels and then you pay that. But yeah, we have a cable box, and I don't even know why I pay for it. But once in a while I'll watch stuff on cable TV. I was watching this show called Growing Belushi. It is the most it's reality TV, but it's so staged. Like, they have script, like you could tell these people are reading scripts and then acting, but they shoot it like a reality show. But I'm a fan of the Belushis, like John Belushi and what was his another name? Jim Belushi. And I think they're comic geniuses and stuff like that. So
well, John Belushi's dead.
Yep, John Belushi's dead. one of my favorite movies he was in was Animal House.
That's like the only movie he was in, wasn't it?
No, he was in Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers.
That was a good movie too.
And SNL, right?
He was SNL.
Well, that was a TV show.
He was in a couple other movies too. I just don't remember the top of my head. But yeah, I think he's a comic genius. I've been watching a lot of old SNL, old National Lampoon. What other things I've been? Yeah, just watching a bunch of old stuff. I never watched when I was a kid old comedies. I always liked the new ones. But
What's sorry to interrupt. The dudes that made Fear Fest, Super Troopers, Super Troopers 2, Slam and Santa, and Club Dread.
Yeah.
What is their group called?
Broken Lizard.
Broken Lizard. I couldn't remember what it is.
Yeah, they came out with that one movie. We talked about it in the past podcast. I watched like half of it, and I'm like,
they just need to make a pop fest.
They need to. But Super Troopers 2 wasn't that great either. But, I mean, I think they're comic geniuses as well. But I think some of their new stuff, execution-wise, is not as great.
Yeah, Super Troopers and Beer Fest are my two favorite movies that they got.
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, did you prepare for this game? Well,
no, I didn't.
Okay, well, I prepared for it, and you can just take guesses. All right, so I can't even talk. We'll be right back right after this. And we're back. Dave, can you real quick turn off the light in your kitchen?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'll do that. Hold on one second.
Because it's like Halo.
I can't hear you. I have to head down.
Okay, you're good. It was just like a halo, like over your head, and you couldn't even see your face. You could see it better now.
I didn't hear anything you were saying.
Oh, I just told you that the light in the background made you look like you had a halo, and you couldn't really see your face.
I do have a halo.
I know, because you are an angel. So I was talking to you about maybe playing a game. I prepared for it, so I'll it's called Two Truths, One Lie.
Never have I ever made out with Coach Gerber.
Yeah. So I'm trying to move this so it's not in the screen. Well, okay, here we go. So how the game works is that I'm going to tell two truths and there's one lie. David can ask as many questions as I can about these, basically stories that I had, and try to figure out which one's a lie, and basically just which one's a lie. So I'm gonna start.
This will be easy.
I don't know. This might be a little tricky. I wanted to play this game because I feel like I want to give back to the people that
give back to the community.
Well, I felt bad that we had to take a break, so I figured I reward everyone with embarrassing stories. So, all right, the first one is I had a shit stain in my pants at a doctor's appointment. That's one of my stories. I went skinny dipping in Canandaigua Lake with a girl. Okay. I once digged a cookie out of the trash when I was really stoned and ate it.
Okay.
All right, you can ask as many questions as you want to try to figure out which one's a lie.
All right, tell me more about this shit-stained pants at the doctor's office.
Okay, so when I had the skin cancer, right, I went to the doctor's. We were in a rush, and so I had to throw clothes together, and in some of my underwear are like shit underwear, and I didn't really think about it. Like, it's like underwear I never wear. I probably should have thrown it out or whatnot, but I didn't. And so I did into there, grabbed a pair of underwear, threw it on, and went to the doctor's. So I went to the doctor's, and what was it? So they asked me to get undressed, right? So I was like, okay. So I'm getting undressed. I'm like feeling good. And I look in the mirror. I was standing up because I was taking off my pants. And I looked in the mirror, and there's not like a completely shit stain, but it was just like, you could tell there was a little stain. So I'm like, oh shit. And they told me to leave my underwear on. So I'm like, oh. So I'm like, okay, maybe they won't notice, And so when the appointment, when the doctor was going through it, she was looking at my behind, and I'm like, oh,
What's she looking at your behind for?
Well, they got to make sure there's no spots on my, my body, so they got to look everywhere. I mean, they don't look at your ding dong or anything like that, but yeah. So I was like, oh man, this lady's gonna be like, this guy's never coming back here again because he's wearing shit underwear. So like, oh fuck. So the lady never said anything, but I felt like when I was in checking out, she was in where the reception area was and was talking to me. Or not talking to me, but talking to the receptionist. And I'm like, oh man, I bet she's like, oh, this dude had shit-stained underwear. So that is that.
How old were you when that happened?
Well, when I had skin cancer, so it was last summer, so I was 20, or no, not 20. I was 34. Maybe 33, I don't remember. So.
Okay. Now, earlier you said it was shit-stained pants, not underwear.
Well, that's what I meant. I jumble everything up. But it was underwear. It was underwear that was shit-stained.
Yeah, what did Laura say about this?
I think she just laughed. I don't remember. I think she felt bad for me because I was embarrassed. So.
Okay, now tell me about the skinny dipping in
Okay.
Canada Lake with a girl.
Yes. So back in the day, when the Pickering pub was still open, right? I remember meeting a girl there, and she's like, well, let's go take a walk. And I was like, okay. So we ended up going to the pier area with that park there.
You walked all the way down to the pier?
Yeah.
From there?
Yeah. Because we had nothing else to do, and they were closing the bar and whatnot. So we ended up just walking there, and we're like, she was like, let's go for a swim. I'm like, there's not really anywhere you could swim because it's not like swimmable. And she's like, well, there is a dog entryway that can go into the lake. I was like, this is, dog shit in there and stuff like that. So, I was a little buzzed, and I was like, well, fuck it. Let's just go in there. So we went in there and basically just swam around in this dog, really gross. And, yeah, that's basically it. It was just really, really disgusting water. And
No, was it nighttime or daytime?
Nighttime.
What day of the week was it?
It was probably during the week because I was a heavy drinker. So, I drink every day.
What time of the year was it?
It was summer.
Summer?
Yeah.
What was the girl's name?
I'm going to leave that out.
Why?
Yeah, I actually...
Do I know her?
I don't think you do. I don't even remember her name. I really don't. It's been so long ago.
Right. Yeah, right.
No, I really don't. It was just a spur of the moment thing where we just went to the Canandaigua Lake and
What did Laura think about this?
I don't remember. So.
All right. Now, what's the other one? You ate boogers off the counter or something?
No, I ate a cookie. I was so high. I digged a cookie out of the trash and ate it.
What kind of cookie was it?
It was a cookie that I got from work.
Where'd you work?
I worked at the hospital.
So this was recently?
Yes. So we got this cookie from the hospital, and I was like, I'll never eat it. And I got...
No, what kind of meth were you smoking?
No mess.
And was it an edible?
Yes, it was an edible. And so, I was like, it was during the time where I first bought the edibles, and I was just like, really.
Was this before or after you ate a whole box of Lord cereal?
No, I don't, to tell you the truth, I don't remember if I did eat a box of cereal or not, but I remember I was so hungry and there was really no food.
Yeah, that's called the munchies, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so the lie is you went skinny dipping with a chick.
You got it right. So yeah, I had a shit stained underwear at a doctor's appointment, and I had eaten a cookie out of the trash when I was high. Very proud moments in my life. So, but yeah, so I mean, I'm just thinking of something else that's coming up, but I've talked to everything I wanted to talk about. Anything else you want to add, or anything you want to...
Yeah, well, hold on one second. I mean, I don't really have anything too crazy. It's just funny. It's like, how many times has Joe Biden fell?
You know, I was watching
in his presidency.
I was watching a thing on, I think it was like either TikTok or something like that. It was like an Australian news story about Joe Biden falling, and they listed all the times where he almost fell and then all the times he did fall, and it's just like, what the fuck? Why do we have this guy as president? Like, he can't even stand, and he can't even talk. He can't even, it's just, this guy is, it's like some of the residents that I work with in the nursing home. It's just, this guy, I don't know why he's president. I don't think he can make a rational decision. You know, again, I'm not pro Biden. I'm not pro Trump. I'm not pro anything. It's just...
Are you pro-choice?
What is that? Just abortion?
Yeah.
I don't really care. Whatever. It's, I don't really care.
Are you pro-white? Pro-black?
I'm pro every... No, I mean, I don't really care. People live their lives.
You don't care about black people?
I care about black people. I do. I care about black
people don't care about black people.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like to get into the subject, but it's just, I like everyone to be happy. That's what I like to be. So.
But going back to the Joe Biden thing, so like the latest one where he fell at the Air Force Academy graduation, yep. Like when he fell, there's like so many people cheering. It was funny. Okay, yeah. So then I got this question.
Wait, hold on. With the Joe Biden thing, I remember he was supposed to go to the stadium, right?
I don't know.
Or podium, not stadium. Podium, and talk. So he was supposed to shake the hand of the general or something like that. He walks by him and shakes the hand of just some random soldier or something like that. And then he didn't even know where to go. He was just wandering the stage, and they had to like basically direct him to the podium to talk. It was just, what are we doing? What is America doing?
Okay, so you know, with the whole Bud Light fiasco going on, and their sales are like continuing to fall and stuff. Wouldn't it be funny if Anheuser-Busch dissolved the Bud Light brand?
Like took them over, or
no,
just
completely got rid of it. Got rid of the Bud Light brand.
I think still people drink Bud Light. I mean, it's not popular now, but they probably have enough sales to keep it running.
No, I think it'd be hilarious if it's like, you know what, we're just gonna get rid of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't drink anymore, but my beer of choice was Labatt Blue. Now, let's say Labatt Blue had the same thing happened, where they put like some kind of person on the can that no one liked. I'd probably still drink it. I don't really care. It's a picture on a can. But I mean, I could see how people got mad because, you know, it's kind of force feeding people to like something that they don't like.
Yeah.
So
when all that stuff happened, Labatt Blue USA, I follow on the Instagram, and they came out with a thing. I can't remember exactly what the whole thing was, but it was like their mascot for Labatt USA was like this hairy, manly lumberjack Canadian dude. And it was like, what kind of name should we give him? And like someone said, what was the name that the dude picked? Like Wayne Brewski, I think that they picked for the name, or some dude suggested for the name. I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. It's an awesome name, Wayne Brewski, for the mascot of Labatt USA. So, all right, so here's it's not necessarily a crazy thing. So, all right, you got Labatt, the Canadian version, and the Labatt USA. So like the Labatt USA is in Buffalo and Rochester, and the Canadian one is owned by the Anheuser-Busch people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the one here in the USA isn't. They just have the rights to use the Labatt name, and they're owned by like something. It's like something FICO or something. But yeah, little tidbit for you. But yeah, I don't really have anything else written down. It's just, I don't know, for some reason why a couple weeks ago I thought that whole Bud Light thing was funny at the time. If they dissolve that brand. Yeah, that's about it.
Did you see the new VR, Apple VR?
I haven't. I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh man, I mean, it's pretty cool, right? It has more features than, let's say, the Meta VR, and was it Google VR or then there's the Optic, or I don't know the names of these VR things, but they had this, like, the annual Apple they release everything, and they put out like basically a video, or I don't know what it's called, but so there was a crowd of people watching this thing and watching the VR, how it works, stuff like that. And then when they said the price, everyone's like, boo. Like the whole place, I think it was $39 or
$34.99,
$3,900 for the VR.
Was it
set.
that much?
Oh yeah, I mean, I can't Google it now, but yeah, it was ridiculous. It was a ridiculous amount of money for a VR set, and people were pissed. They were like, this is the most, like, I don't know how, but it has some cool features, like you don't have to have anything on your hand to control it. You can just control it with your hand itself. I don't know how I don't even know how that's possible, but they had that. There's like, it's pretty cool, but it's just really pricey.
I saw a video of the thing. The dude, I don't know what his name is. I want to say it's Tim Cook, right? The new CEO or whatever. Maybe it isn't. Maybe that's not the name, but there was this video of like, the teacher in South Park.
Yeah,
Mr. Garrison.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I can't. Yeah, there's that video where they're like comparing. It's like, no, but yeah, I can't even remember what they were talking about in that video.
They said that in the video,
he sounds just like him.
Yeah, the lady's like, well,
and now I can't unhear it.
Yeah,
now I can't unsee it or whatever.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing some of your stories, and that was one of them.
So yeah, it's like I'm trying to put stuff that will get people offended and unfollow me. And I thought it was working for a while, because like I had lost like 4 followers. Like, awesome, this is awesome. Yeah,
you're gonna be the new Ahmet Dolly, posting things that like just stuff that I don't think it's true, most of it, but he posts like what was the one thing that really pissed me off that I saw? Fluoride kills people. It's government.
Fluoride's bad for you, man. Yeah, it's one of the ways they can control you.
Oh yeah, because drinking enough fluoride can fucking they could track where you are and shit like that. Come on.
Yeah, probably.
Come on. That's ridiculous. It's just fucking up.
Is it though? Is it?
There was a couple other ones that were just ridiculous that he posts. And you know, if you don't know who we were talking about, is our friend that we went to high school with, that is a pro skier and now lives in Indonesia and just surfs and fish, and I don't even know what he does. So, but
we love you, buddy.
We do. We love you. I'm just, some of the stuff you post, though, man. Come on.
No,
come on.
Not come on. Keep posting more.
I feel like it's just way out of my ball league, but all right. Well, that was the Bogart podcast this week.
Is there a Jesse White movie review?
No, I went before I decided to take a break. I asked him if he could post or do a movie review, and he said,
he said, "Get that nerd."
No, he was gonna do the Little Mermaid. He was gonna go and watch the Little Mermaid. And so I was like, oh man, that would be fucking a great one. But then I kind of, was in this like funk, and I told him that we were gonna do one. But next week we'll have a Jesse White movie review. Yeah, I mean I pay for his movie tickets, but I'm a little short on cash, so I might have to sell my body. But yeah, so
well, you can sell your water thingy that you got over there.
Oh. Yeah, so we were talking about that, and I kind of want to get a Keurig again. And so Laura's like, hey, they have a water dispenser and a Keurig built in one. I'm like, what? Where was I when this happened? So, and then they have one that there's like a doggy dish on the bottom, and you push the button, fills it up with water. I'm like,
for the dogs?
Yeah. So I'm like,
neato.
So I don't know what we're gonna do with that. If we do get rid of it, we might just give it to Laura's mom. So all right.
No, sell it to her mom.
No. Yeah.
Sell everything. Just have a yard sale, like everything $1.
Oh, everything $1. So like a $900 thing, that is $1.
No, he's like put on things that are not for sale.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, did you go through the 8 gallons of water that you got yet?
No, we're about almost halfway through 4 gallons. So,
did you eat all the bean burritos yet?
No, I didn't eat. Oh, actually, I ate the last it was steak, rice, and cheese burrito. I ate that tonight. I ate 2 wraps. They have these pre-made wraps, and at work, and so I got 2, and I thought both of them were barbecue chicken. I took a bite out of one. It's fucking curry chicken.
Well, you love curry.
Oh, I do. I like curry, but it was just weird. And I'm like, why does this not taste like barbecue chicken? Why is it? And when I looked at it, I'm like, is this an egg salad sandwich? And I'm like, oh no. And then I read the label and it said curry chicken. I'm like, oh, I was so hungry I just ate the whole damn thing. But yeah, I was just. But yeah.
Yeah, we watched this movie yesterday. I can't remember what it's called. It's Flamin' Hot, I think.
Oh, okay. Yep. Laura watched that.
Yeah, of course she would watch that. But anywho, so we really wanted the hot Cheetos. We just went and got some today, and we ate almost a whole bag.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. That was
next time we'll eat cigarettes.
Eat cigarettes? Yep. Eat pot too. But yeah,
we already do that.
Next week we'll
eat cookies out of the trash.
Yeah, eat cookies out of the trash.
All Laura's cereal before she can get any.
Yeah. Next week we'll have Nate. I'm gonna say probably I don't have to work next weekend, so maybe on Friday we can record, or Saturday night. But yeah, so Nate, I'm gonna message him and let him know that we're gonna be doing this again. And so until next time, we'll see you
Wait, one question. How much dick do you suck?
I don't suck. All right, see ya.
This has been a Beer Pirate Radio production.